You want me to be honest? There's a part of me that doesn't want to continue. It's like 20 to 7, and I came back from eating, and like, I don't know, the plot is kind of everywhere. The characters aren't like, wow, I gotta keep watching this, but I gotta finish it somehow. I mean, I'm not gonna not finish it, so.
Stared at her, frozen in his place.
This has to be some sort of joke, right?
And the animation's like really good, so.
He suddenly looked over at Brianna, who looked pale. His head started spinning.
I need to get out of here.
He threw his headphones aside and started running, but then tripped and crashed to the floor.
Fucking dummy.
Suddenly,
Way to
Brianna
make
was by
yourself
his
look
side,
good.
helping him up, but he pushed her away and left.
Yeah, you
Madison
can't act
and
buddy-buddy
Amber were
with him
laughing
now.
like hyenas, and then someone put on a song, and they all started dancing again. Brianna marched over to Madison and pulled her aside. How could you do this, Maddie? You said you'd let him down easy.
No, Bree. I said I'd crush him like a bug once he fell for me. And you thought I was brilliant then. What changed?
What
Is she alone?
changed is that we found out he's a really nice guy. He didn't deserve that.
Not my problem. I wasn't gonna keep dating him just because you suddenly decided to become a humanitarian. Now, please don't create a scene at my party.
But he didn't show up. He wouldn't reply to any text or call, and he didn't come the entire week.
Yes! I checked and my private plane is free this weekend. We're going to
Tokyo.
What? Why?
Well, Project Plaything is successfully over, and
right,
I promised
dude.
Amber
Fuck.
I'd take her for sushi. Remember?
Right. Well,
I
consider
wonder if,
me
if I had
out
a
of
real
this
light
plan.
hand.
I mean
Damn.
about Brianna. Why do you think she isn't in any mood to celebrate with us?
Maybe she's racist and doesn't like sushi.
Or maybe she's in love with that trashy Charlie.
Ew. Who likes trash?
Looks like our Bree does. Imagine crushing on someone with that social status.
Maybe you're right. When we were at the resort, I saw those two sneaking out at 5 in the morning. Maybe Charlie loves her too.
Of course he doesn't. He fell for me,
Damn.
not her. She's pathetic for wanting him.
That evening, Brianna
The
went
sound,
to the
like,
cinema,
oh, God
and
damn,
she
it's
was
like busted my
relieved to
ears.
find Charlie at the counter. She walked in, her heart pounding. Hey, Charlie. He looked up at her coldly.
Yeah.
Can we talk? Do you have a moment? He walked out from behind the
Want
counter
me to get
and
fired
went
from this
outside,
job too?
And Brianna followed.
How dare you show up at my workplace and force me to talk to you?
I just need a chance
Not
to
forced,
explain
but,
and apologize.
you know.
Please. I know how you must
No,
feel.
you don't.
How could you possibly know
Yeah,
that you're
thank you.
heartless? How evil are you, and how empty are
My
your
guy.
lives that you decided to hurt someone just for fun?
Charlie, you're right. It was cruel.
Not only did the girl that I thought I loved completely humiliated me, I also find out that the person who acted like my friend is a snake.
Don't say that, please.
Well, you were.
I thought you'd listen.
Why? Because I'm a nice guy, so you thought I'd make you feel better even after treating me like dirt?
Yeah.
Why are you here apologizing
Good guy.
now?
I know I was a part of the whole thing, but then I got to know you, and I didn't want to do it anymore, especially after all those late night calls.
That was you? So I never talked to Madison on the phone?
No, that was all me, Charlie. And you and I, we have
God.
some connection.
What are you talking
Let go
about?
of me.
I don't even know you. Just leave me alone. I can't take this anymore.
Charlie sat down against the wall with his head buried in his arms. Just then, his colleague came running out.
He's been having a very hard time. Please, don't make it worse. Just go.
Brianna turned and
What a
ran
nice
away,
friend.
her heart about to burst. On
No,
Monday,
how dare
Brianna
she?
was sitting on
That's-
the bleachers
why
during
isn't it
football
pausing?
practice.
How dare she fucking do that? Man, and like, how do you even drop the bomb? Like, yeah, you know all the texts and like the, you know, personal talks you had with Maddie? Yeah, that was me. Like, I wouldn't even believe it.
Kid, where have you been all week?
I had a family emergency, and I'm quitting the team, sir.
No, Charlie. You're so talented.
I'm sorry, but I have a scholarship to maintain, and it's all I can focus on right now. Thank you for giving me an opportunity, though.
I was expecting you to run off like a scatty little cat soon enough.
No trash talk, Elijah. All right, let's take a break, everyone.
Just then, Madison
Wow.
and Amber came and
I
sat on
love it when the
bleachers,
coaches
and Charlie
like the
made
people
eye
like
contact
that.
with Maddie for a few seconds, then walked off.
Wow, he really looks heartbroken over me. And is it just me, or does Charlie look kinda hot with that broody cold face? He was just too nice before, like a puppy.
Looked like a loser before, looks like a loser now. I just knew you couldn't be dating him for real.
You don't look like an
Twice
Elijah.
the guy
man.
you'll ever be.
You said something, Brianna?
Yeah, I said he's twice the guy you'll ever be.
Oh, really?
Stop hanging
How'd
out
you
with the
reach that
girls.
conclusion?
Well, firstly, he's clearly better than you at football. Secondly, he's definitely smarter than you. Thirdly, he's a pretty cool DJ. And fourth, and most importantly, he's not some arrogant, self-absorbed jerk like you who makes me cringe every time I look at him.
This is making me cringe.
Started walking off. Elijah blocked her way to tease her, but she suddenly pushed him with unexpected force. He fell down a couple of steps, and his knee hit the ground hard.
What is wrong with you?
Brianna looked just as shocked
there he
by
goes.
what
There's
she'd
his soccer
done.
career gone.
Then, her mom walked in, looking mad.
Brianna, do you just enjoy making
Damn, her
my
voice
life
is
difficult?
Look, if this is about Elijah,
You pushed him down the bleachers?
Oh, boo
he was
fucking hell.
pestering me, so I just pushed him away. I didn't mean for him to fall.
He's hurt his knee seriously.
You
and
tell
he's
her.
on bed rest for 2 months. And his mother, my new business partner, is furious. What if she pulls out her investment?
She said it was an accident. Really?
Dad's like, come on, like, can we just put it under the rug?
His mom would understand.
Well, it's
Damn.
not like Brianna hasn't rejected Elijah or been rude to him before. I don't expect his mom to understand anything.
I don't care what his mom thinks.
Because you don't care about me. I've built everything for
The dad's just there.
you.
Again, just because I don't want your company doesn't mean I don't care about you.
Man,
And
rich
stop
people
trying to make me
problems.
feel bad.
I just
If
don't
it's
care
any
for it.
consolation, I feel terrible already. One day, she was reading in the empty gym during recess.
Oh, 'cause she's such a nerd.
Madison snatched her book.
Come on, Bree, this is getting ridiculous. And well, I think I know what the problem is.
You lied to me about your breakup with Charlie, and I'm mad.
But it's not just that, right? I think you have feelings for him.
Yes, I have feelings, because I'm not a robot. And I'm also mad at myself for being a part of this horrible plan. It's making me think about the kind of people we are.
Kind who like to have fun.
We have everything,
You think about that
Maddie.
now?
And we decided to pick on the poor orphan who's working hard to support his grandma for fun?
Who the heck cares?
I care. I don't want to be this person, and I don't want to have friends like that either.
So, are you saying you don't want to be a Barbie angel anymore?
Yeah, I don't. And for the record, that's a really stupid name.
Thank you.
Wow, you're so ungrateful. When you
Why would
came
you call
to
yourself
school
that?
as a nobody, I made you one of the most popular girls.
And it's not a good enough reason for me to follow you and do whatever you say anymore. We're done.
Oh, if you think
Just then, Amber fell to the floor with a thud.
Amber,
Damn,
get
Amber's
up.
dying.
That's not funny.
But Amber was unresponsive. She'd actually fainted. They
What the
immediately
fuck?
rushed her, and the doctors ordered some tests.
Oh my head. It feels like there are 1,000 cactuses inside.
You're gonna be okay. Just go, Brianna. It's not like you care. You made her faint by stressing her out.
You were the one shouting at me.
Please, both of you.
Yeah, please,
shut
yes.
up.
All of Amber's tests turned out clear. Her parents even sent her reports to the best doctors around the world, but no one could figure out her problem. Meanwhile, visiting Amber.
Someone at work had a back problem, and she swears this healer fixed her after the
Oh my god, they're gonna send it to the fucking grandma. Oh my god, it's so bad. I don't care that, like, I don't want to take over your company, Mom. Like, why do I care about that? Like,
Over to Charlie's place one evening, and to their
really, you
dismay,
dragging
Charlie
Amber
opened
out
the
of the
door.
house?
What are you doing here?
Don't flatter yourself. We're not here for you. We want to talk to your grandma.
She doesn't have time for people like you. I made that clear before.
Close the fucking door.
Please, I need your grandma to take a look at me. Something's really wrong with my head.
You got that right.
We're not messing around. Really?
Charlie's funny though, honestly.
Wait, I'll see her.
No, you don't have to do that, Grandma.
Step aside, Charlie.
Charlie stormed off angrily, while Grandma led the girls to her healing room. After Amber described all her symptoms, Grandma made her lie down and prepared her healing herbs.
Is it like-
Then started a strange ritual.
What if you
So is this supposed to be like a spiritual thing? Like, is there supposed to be some moral code that she's about to follow now? Like, I don't
As
understand.
the
How do you feel, dear?
I feel good. My head feels lighter.
No
like
way,
there was
it
a whale sitting on it
automatically
before, and
feels
now
better.
it's jumped off.
others got ready to leave. I need to apologize to you for what we did. Maybe you think I'm lying, but I really am sorry. I wish I
No,
could take
Grandma
it
could
back.
tell.
I don't think you're lying, Brianna. What they did was wrong, but you have to let go of the anger and move on.
It doesn't
I'm
mean you have to,
Grandma.
like,
I really am.
love them,
I just feel
like,
so
accept them.
Stupid. How could I let someone treat me so badly and humiliate me?
Yeah,
Because
you're
you
right.
see the good in people.
Yeah, it's called being an idiot.
Don't lose that heart of gold, kid. You'll find the right person one day
I think that's
who will
wrong.
really love you for it.
It's fine to do that, but you gotta have boundaries. Like, you can't, like, you just being a total pushover. It reminds me of my sister.
Charlie decided not to let the spoiled brats get to him anymore.
Oh,
He
wow.
worked
I know. Fucking silent voice shit.
hard for
Oh,
What
not
are you
surprised.
grinning about, Charlie? Found a golden ticket in a chocolate bar?
Just
Wow,
walk away.
I'm surprised you actually read a book. And I'm just happy about my grades, which
No, it's
have
actually a
improved
movie.
since we
I haven't
stopped
read the
hanging
book. I
out
know the
together.
movie.
Can't talk to me like that. Just because your grandma helped Amber doesn't mean you're anything special. You're still a nobody.
I'd rather not talk to you at all, Madison. And thanks for making it so easy to move on from you. I can't even remember what I liked in the first place.
You go, Charlie. As Charlie
Just
walked
don't
away,
talk- like, it
Brianna
literally-
impulsively
Ignoring people is like it's like even worse than talking back to them. So like I just don't
called out.
understand.
Hey, Charlie, wait.
What is it?
I just wanted to say thank you to your grandma for helping Amber.
I'm sure you already thanked her.
Yeah, but after Amber's last session, Brianna wanted to thank Charlie's grandma, so she dropped by his place with some gifts when she knew he'd be working. She was surprised to find the front door already
fuck.
open. And then she gasped when she saw Grandma on the kitchen floor. Oh my god, are you okay?
Brianna, what are you doing here?
What happened?
Not so loud. You have to leave.
What?
Someone broke into the house, and he's upstairs right now.
Then
Please,
get out, Grandma!
I
What are you
don't want to
doing
put
here?
You in danger.
I'm not leaving you. Brianna heard the thief coming down the stairs and quickly locked the kitchen door and called 911. He kept
I don't have
kicking the
doors on
door,
ours,
but
but-
minutes later, when he heard the police siren, he ran out
Fuck
and
is this
escaped.
guy?
From your description, he seems like a crazy homeless guy who's been bothering other people too. We'll get him. Did he hurt you, ma'am?
No, I just fell when he pushed me
voice.
aside.
But Brianna was so persistent that Grandma had to give in. Brianna took her home and made her comfortable in one of the guest rooms.
You should have asked me before inviting your guest.
Oh, fucking
Maybe I
boo-boo
would have
mom.
liked to say no.
Mom, she cured Amber. Letting her stay for one night is a pretty small thing to do.
I don't think your
Charlie
mom
hurried
cares
over to
that she
Brianna's house as soon as he was
healed
back.
Hey, is Grandma okay? She wasn't hurt, right?
She's completely fine, but she's asleep right now. You can come in and wait.
I'm fine right here.
Charlie sat down on the porch seat, and Brianna turned to go back in.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just want to thank you. Grandma told me on the phone how brave you were and you didn't leave her, and then you brought her here, and you didn't have to, but I'm so grateful. What? Why are you smiling at me like that?
You sound like the old Charlie today, the one who talks too much. I missed him.
Brianna, this doesn't fix everything. I appreciate what you did, but I'm wondering even now why you helped Grandma. Why do you want to be friends with me? Why are you trying all the time to make up for what you did?
Brianna gulped and walked closer to him.
'Cause I wanna be a
There's
good
something
person?
I need
Like,
to
there
get off
isn't,
my
like-
chest. So
But I love
just
you,
hear me out,
fuck.
okay? Somehow, getting to know you has changed me, Charlie. You're the sweetest, kindest guy I've ever met, and nothing has ever hurt me more than hurting you. But you know what? It started feeling really bad even when you were still dating Maddie, because I realized that I was falling for you. I know I don't have the right to say that, but I just
camera
had to,
position.
or I'd explode. And I know you don't feel the same way, and it's okay, but I'm in love with you. That's all. Brianna turned to leave, but suddenly, Charlie took her hand.
Okay. Again, I don't see this plot being over 5. Like,
Took her hand, and then, to her shock, he kissed her.
Oh,
Brianna's
fuck, it's
mom
even
spotted the
going
two
down.
kissing on the porch and stormed off angrily.
Grandma, wake up!
Everyone in school was shocked to see Brianna and Charlie walking into the hallway holding hands, and all anyone could talk about at recess was the brand new
Recess in
couple,
high
and
school?
Madison and Elijah were pissed.
I
Maybe
always knew
it's a public
Brianna
school then.
wasn't really one of us, and she's
No, it's
proof
not. It's
how
a private
low class she is.
To think that she had a chance with someone like me, and she chose that gutter rat.
Trash likes garbage.
But later in the hallway, Amber caught up with Charlie and Brianna and gave them a
Damn.
hug.
You guys are so cute together, and I'm so happy for you.
Really? I'm pretty sure I heard you call us trash and garbage.
That's just an act from Maddie. You know how she gets? But I always knew you'd end up together. I have an eighth sense about these things.
Brianna and Charlie were hanging out in their favorite park, and Charlie could see Brianna seemed distracted.
Brianna, don't freak out, but there's a giant tarantula next to your head.
Yeah,
In a
sounds
park.
cool. Wait, what did you say?
I was kidding. Where are you lost today?
It's nothing. Well, it's not nothing. Ugh. Here, read this critic's review on the latest Stargirl episodes. It's awful.
You're brave to pursue your dream, and you're lucky you get to do that without worrying about money. Don't give up on it.
Well, there is something I've been thinking about to boost ratings. Don't judge me, okay? I have this doctor who I could pay to make fake medical records and say I have a serious disease. People would feel a lot of sympathy for a young, suffering actress, and it would jump up the views.
It's a reality show, so you'd act like you're sick?
Yeah, just to spice things up. All reality shows do stuff like that.
How much would this cost?
Like $200,000?
Wow, okay.
If you had $200,000 right now, what would you do with it?
You know, when I was away some weeks ago, I went back to my hometown to meet an old friend. Well, we've been working on an app together. I think we have a really good idea, so yeah, I'd invest in that.
Then that's what I'll be doing with my $200,000.
What? No, I wasn't asking for money, Brianna. I don't want charity.
It's a loan. You said the app is promising. I'm sure you'll be able to pay me back.
Do you really mean that?
Please, you're saving me from spending it on something stupid. I really mean it. Charlie stared at her, then let out an excited whoop and hugged her as she laughed.
So
A
bad.
few days later,
They should've
Charlie
just
walked
ended
into
it
the boys' locker room to find the
before.
coach.
Charlie, I know this is a lot to ask, but we have the season's biggest game next week, and Elijah still can't play. He's hurt himself in practice, and we need a captain. It'd be a huge favor to the team. Otherwise, we're out.
Elijah was seething with rage, but Charlie just couldn't turn down the coach.
Of course, sir.
Coach
I'll see
seems
you
like a
at
good guy,
practice.
so.
On the day of the match, Charlie played his heart out as team captain, and when he scored the winning goal against the school's biggest rival,
Oh, I see the impact
erupted
frame.
into
Nice.
tears. He ran
There we
over
go,
to
this is what I
Brianna in
needed.
the stands and kissed her in front of everybody. Then
You little weasel. You might be flying high right now, but I've been trying to warn you, you don't belong here. What makes you think Brianna is so different suddenly?
This is the same voice actor from the a couple of videos before. Seeing him play like this asshole guy is like hilarious. I can't even take this Elijah guy
Can you
serious.
be sure?
Wanted to have me fired? So be it. I avoided her completely. I just went to school and did my work like I used to. I applied for a few extra jobs to do over the weekend. Busted! I tackled him.
Art is
Threw
actually
him into
good.
the pool. How dare you charge at my sister?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick your butt!
No.
Its toppers. All hell broke loose. This loser cannot win first place! He's a cheater! Excuse me? I beat you fair and square!
She isn't making a fool of you again.
I'm sure. Now back off. I'm the school's hero right now. I don't think you want to mess with me.
Elijah looked ready to punch him, but some kids passed by the alley just then, and he stepped away.
This isn't over.
2 days later,
why'd the
the school
music
was
stop?
holding its annual spring dance. Hey, there you are. You look good. She leaned in to kiss him, but he gently pushed her away.
He reminds me of like an anime character where like he changes his hairstyle. I'm like, I didn't even recognize the guy. Like,
Anna, I'm breaking up with you.
What? Haha, very funny.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Charlie, come on, what are you doing?
I said I'm breaking up with you.
I don't understand.
I don't
Can you
either.
please?
Are you really as dumb as everyone says? I thought you were the smartest of the Barbie angels. Did you really think I was in love with you? No, Brianna, I was just playing your game. When you told me how you were desperately in love with me, I saw it as the perfect chance to take revenge. I decided to make you believe I loved you too, and then dump you publicly just like you girls did.
Brianna stared at him speechlessly, as
Yeah.
everyone stared at them. Then Charlie walked closer and leaned in.
How does that feel? Being fooled and humiliated. I thought you should experience it. Oh. I won't be returning the $200,000 I borrowed from you. I've spent it already, treating myself to some nice things. I figured it's fair compensation for everything you've put me through.
The plot's down to 1. I was thinking that maybe like it would go up with like the whole.
With that, Charlie left while Brianna stood frozen in a
Charlie
spot.
just lost his
Suddenly,
spot for
she
like
found
best boy
Amber by her
award. So
side. One morning, a maid brought her a letter. It was from Charlie. She anxiously ripped it open, and the check she'd given him for $200,000 fell out. He didn't even use it. He was just teasing me. I really don't get this jerk. He's completely messed me up.
Yeah,
she
he
buried
is.
her head in her arms and started to cry, but then she stopped and picked up the check. I don't care what Charlie thinks of me. I'm gonna use this to save my show. She jumped out of bed, stuffed the check in her bag, and put on her coat. A few days later, Charlie and Grandma were watching the local news on TV when suddenly Brianna's face appeared on the screen with the headline saying, "Young TV star diagnosed with Crohn's disease." Charlie stared in shock, then his face darkened.
give me a second. Chronic disease that causes inflammation in your digestive tract. Oh, okay, so it's basically like bad for your bowels. Oh, intestine problems. Yep, bowel disease. Okay. So it's like bad for pooping, I think. Can you die from it? No, it's unlikely to die. Why don't you just pick like cancer or something? Like have a more powerful effect, right? I just don't understand anything in this story.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
It was good in the
Charlie
beginning,
stared
but
in shock, then his face darkened.
Poor girl. That's terrible news. Charlie, I don't know what happened between you two, but I think we should go see her.
She's lying.
Later, Brianna was told someone had come to see her downstairs.
Please be
She
the
made
grandma,
sure
but
she
it not
looked
be Charlie.
pale and walked weakly into the lounge to find Elijah sitting next to her mom. What are
Even
you
worse.
doing here? Mom, I told you, I feel too sick to have visitors.
Brianna, please sit down. This is important.
Brianna, we both know you haven't been very nice to me, but I've always cared about you. It just crushed me the way that poor scumbag humiliated you.
What do you want, Elijah?
Oh, I don't want anything, but I brought you something that will really teach Charlie the lesson he deserves. That day at the spring dance, one of the kids standing close to you made a video.
Elijah handed her his phone, and Brianna stared at it in shock to see Charlie caught on camera saying,
How does that feel? Being fooled and humiliated. I thought you should experience it. Oh, also one more thing. I won't be returning the $200,000 I borrowed from you. I've spent it already, treating myself to some nice things. I figured it's fair compensation for everything you've put me through.
Brianna, when were you going to tell me about this? If Elijah hadn't shown me this video, I would never have checked your account and known that $200,000 have been withdrawn. How dare he threaten to not return your money?
Oh God, how can I tell Mom that Charlie returned the money? If she asked me where I spent it, I can't tell her I used it to bribe the doctor.
Brianna, answer me. Has he been making any other threats?
No, Mom, he
$200,000
hasn't.
is a
Please,
bribe?
I'm
This is the last episode, and they're gonna
I'll
wrap
have
it up in
my
5
lawyers
minutes?
settle the
Holy
notice
fuck.
today.
No, I don't want to do that.
Honey, I'm not asking you to be a part of this. You just need to rest. I'll take care of everything.
Charlie found a courier at his door, handing him over a legal notice to appear in court the next morning. It was served by Brianna's mother, accusing him of stealing $200,000. He crumpled the paper and threw it aside, holding his head in his hands. Moments later, he got up and looked at himself in the mirror.
I gave her back the money, and she used that to bribe the doctor. But of course she didn't tell her mom, and now she's too scared to tell the truth. So her mom thinks I still have the money and I'm some thief. If I said the truth, Brianna's reputation would be ruined. I won't stand a chance against people like them in court. Why should I suffer anymore because of Brianna? I shouldn't even go. But I will, because I'm in love with her.
The next morning in court, Brianna nervously stole glances at Charlie as she sat next.
I love how, like... I just had to get that out. I love how, like, you know, he says all that, and he's like, but I'm in love with it. Like, it's
to her
so
mom and
bad.
Elijah. Charlie just sat there blankly, not turning to her once.
Would the plaintiff's lawyer please read out the charges made against the defendant?
The defendant, Mr. Charlie, is accused of the theft of $200,000 from Miss Brianna. We have submitted video evidence where he admits himself that he has no intention to return money given to him as a loan. The defendant is also accused of bullying and harassing Miss Brianna, causing severe emotional and psychological damage. We have
Is that like a crime? Like, fuck. Like, what the fuck?
submitted
It might be. I literally don't know the law, really. But the word bullying and harassing, it does not make it sound like it's a law. Like,
documents of Miss Brianna.
I have no clue. It could be, again.
By
Who knows?
extreme distress.
Objection, Your Honor. Is there any medical evidence to prove that?
Your Honor, I know it's not my place to speak,
This is
but
so
as a
bad.
mother, I simply cannot stay silent. My only child has fallen extremely sick after being harassed by him.
I don't think bullying could give her Crohn's disease, alright?
Her work, her health, everything has been affected by his actions. Her doctors will vouch for it. And people like Charlie are predators who prey on the feelings of rich young women to get money out of them. He must be made to pay for it.
Brianna's mom burst into tears as she took her place, while Brianna stared at her in shock. She's a better actress than I am.
Would the defendant like to say something in response to that?
Charlie rose from his seat, slowly.
No, Your Honor.
Did you intend to return the $200,000?
No.
Your Honor.
And do you believe your actions have caused Miss Brianna psychological and emotional
Sure,
damage?
yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Young man, do you understand that the charges against you are very serious? If you are unable to return the loaned money as well as damages, you could land for 2 years in prison.
Charlie looked up and hung his head.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well. Since you have pleaded guilty on all counts, the court gives you a day to arrange $500,000 or face prison.
No!
Wait, hang on. I'm sorry. It literally all could be fixed by him saying that he gave the $200,000 back, because they're wording it perfectly. They keep saying you had no intention to give back the money. Intention's the key word there. He could still give it back. That's like saying I don't intend to go to this party tonight, but I could still go to the party. They're giving him a way out, and like, just because I love her, so I'm not gonna ruin her life. Like, what the fuck? She's ruining your life. What do you mean? It's a fucking fake story. I don't know why I'm like going off at it, but
No, this is enough.
Brianna, what are you doing?
What I should have done before. Your Honor, I want to
can't she go to jail for bribing a doctor?
immediately withdraw this case. There is no case against Charlie. He returned the money, and I spent it on bribing a doctor to say that I'm sick. I did it to increase ratings and views for my stupid show. Everyone stared at Brianna in shock.
Ain't nobody. There's not even a jury.
How could you lie to me like this?
Because you've made me feel like I'm a failure as an actress, and I just wanted to fix things on my own. I was feeling down, and I wasn't thinking clearly. It was desperate and stupid, and I would have never told you, but this has gone too far.
Young lady, you will be fined for wasting the court's time.
I understand, Your Honor.
Is that a thing? I I watch all these like court shows, right? Like not because I like it or anything. It's like usually because like someone else is watching it. But can you be fined for wasting the court's time? Oh fuck! You could go to court for this. It's called vexation, something like that. Fuck if I know how to say that. I'm gonna search it up. Here it is.
Vexatious.
Vexatious. So you basically can. It's what it's telling me. Well, this paper says that you could actually you could be prosecuted for this. Well, I didn't even know that. Yeah, you could literally, wow. Yeah, if you do this, you could get different sanctions on you. So it could be capital or corporal punishment, incarceration, and several fines. Wow, fuck. Just got yourself in a load of shit right now, Bree.
Honor, and I will pay it, and I am so sorry.
She said journal
The judge
time.
walked out of the courtroom, and Brianna held up a hand to her mom. We'll talk, but not now. Please, just leave me alone, Mom. Just go. Brianna's mom and Eli...
Man, fucking rich people. My mom would be like, no! Wasting my time?
Stormed off, and soon it was just Charlie and Brianna in the room. And suddenly, Brianna pushed him really hard.
Oh my god, what is your problem?
You! I swear, Charlie, I don't understand you one bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect someone like you to.
If you hate me so much, why were you about to go to freaking jail for me instead of telling the truth?
You answered your question yourself, but I'll give you a few minutes to figure it out. I know you're slow.
What are you saying? You don't hate me? Charlie just looked at her and she started to cry. If you don't hate me, Charlie, then why did you break my heart?
Because I became a monster, Brianna. I just couldn't get over how you girls used me for entertainment. I was just so consumed by anger and revenge. But after I broke up with you, I realized that hurting someone you love is the worst feeling in the world. I just couldn't expose your secrets and make you look bad. And
oh my
I'm
fucking
really
god.
sorry for how I've treated you.
So am I. I hate the things we've done to each other.
Listen, do you think there's any chance that we can start over?
Oh
No drama, no
god.
games, no lies. Because I really love you, Brianna. I know you're way out of my league. I always knew that. And you could find someone else 10 times richer and handsomer. Like you deserve to be with some movie star. But I swear I'll try to be cooler and I won't ever hurt you again. And if you let me out...
How do I get you to stop talking?
I'll even work on that. It's a nervous tick. I'll go to a therapist and...
I have a better idea. And with that...
God, it's just so bad! Who wrote this? I could write something 100 times better. It's so bad.
Brianna leaned in and kissed him.
It's so cringy. I just don't understand. This is... Wow. The people want episode 5? What the fuck? Well, we gotta do our star rating on this one. So plot, again, I'm giving it a 2. It's literally a 2. I have several problems with this, and it's just the first episode was pretty good. When it was the plan. I know they were trying to recreate the one episode with the 3 guys and 1 girl and that stuff with $3 million each. And I thought it was doing a pretty good job in how it was doing. Episode 2, fuck, I already forgot which one. Oh, it was this. It was pretty good. I mean, it got me to watch another one. ever since this one, it was like really bad. I mean, like, a lot of shit was happening for no reason, and especially like this episode, like when he broke up with her, like in front of everyone, it's just like there was literally no need for it. Like, it literally could have just said be happy and stuff like that, but no, they had to like do the whole court case, which is absolutely mind-boggling how bad it was. So again, I'm giving it a 2. That's literally the worst. I've given a 3 was the lowest one, and this is definitely the lowest one at 2. So characters, again, I think I'm giving it like a 2.5. I'll be generous. So in the beginning, the first episode was pretty good. It gave like a nice basis for all the characters, like Charlie being like a loser, and then like there was like Bree was like clearly a bitch. Like all 3 girls were bitches, and then like as story kept progressing, like in episode 2 and 3, like they were getting better, and episode 4 is just like they just kind of like let the ball just drop, and I don't know, I did not enjoy it very. No one's gonna get best boy or girl award like contesting because it really isn't good. Alright, so animation, they had some good parts. I think it was last episode with like the soccer stuff. Like it like clearly like the lowest I've given was like the 4, and that was like with the old animation. The lowest I've given was a 6.5, and I'll give it like a 7 because the like animation really hardly ever falls off. I'm not like being generous. If anything, like I feel like my interpretation on the story kind of made it worse because it's like if I probably go back and like mute the audio, it's probably really good. But it's of course like I know I'm a fucking critic right now. I can't let that happen. All right, I'll change it to 7.5 because the lowest I did was 7 before, and I feel like the animation was good. I'm a critic, and I should strictly forget about plot and characters and focus on one section. So I'll give it a 7.5. Altogether, overall, is a 12 out of 30. That's hands down the lowest we've ever done on a 4-part series, wasting like probably over an hour of my life. The videos were good overall. Like it wasn't like the worst fucking thing. It was just the plot was everywhere, and they really just they shouldn't have continued after like them getting together, like Bree and Charlie. I think they should have stopped it there, and I would have been happy. But yeah, that was it. Again, I'm gonna say that I did not make any of these videos. I think I'll say that like another couple times in between. But I did not make these videos. Of course, all of these are given to MSA if you haven't already subscribed to them, because they really do make good videos. Like, you know, not all of them are fucking bangers, but you know, like clearly they put a lot of time and effort into these. So I would suggest that you should subscribe. Also subscribe to me, leave a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed the video. I read every comment, so feel free to comment down below. So if everyone enjoyed the video, again, please leave a like and subscribe to the video if you enjoyed. And yeah, that's basically it. So